What up, what up, what up, what up, my folks? It's your favorite crazy coach. It's that time of day, it's that time of the week, it's that time of our life where I get to do life with you on the flow with Coach Ray, heard only on FishBowl Radio Network. It's a blessing to be here. Corona, Corona, Corona. Man, I tell you, if you say it 3 times, it might just disappear. But at the same time, Corona is shutting down everything. It's no secret. It's no secret across the globe. It's no secret across Texas that we are under a tremendous epidemic, pandemic. We on a demic, okay? We shutting down everywhere. And what happens when you shut down? What happens when you face adversity? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Well, I'm here to tell you the flow must go on. The flow must go on in everything that you do, my folks, because this is not a surprise to God. It's not a surprise to God at all. It might be a surprise to us, all the new changes that are happening. We can't go outside. California shutting down. New York shutting down. Guess what? Texas, we're next, okay? But at the same time, I share with you, the flow must go on. I'm here to give you hope. I'm here to give you light. We get to use the game of basketball. We get to use this platform provided by FishBowl Radio Network to do life with you. And I get an opportunity today to do life with a leader in the basketball scene, not only in the Metroplex, but around the country. My man, Mr. Ashton Bennings, a.k.a. Ashton the Trainer. He's stopping in to do life with Coach Ray. What up, Ash? How you doing, man?
Doing all right, man. I appreciate the invite. I appreciate it.
My dude. Man, how has Corona affected you, man?
Man, at first I try to ignore it, and I started saying, this is just a distraction. Let's keep the grind going. As I followed the news and followed the social media, I seen how important it was, and the people that I actually know that's got it now, and I started taking it serious, so I shut it down. And when I shut it down, as far as being in the gym, it's a big deal as well. So.
Oh, yeah. And I know you're a gym rat, man. You're in the gym every day, impacting players across the Metroplex. And man, when something of this magnitude happens, it in a way, it almost cripples us, as trainers. But we understand that adversity happens. We got to bounce back.
For sure.
And that's all we've been doing. So, man, you've been doing some great things. And before we dive into that, we see across the board, sports have been affected. NBA, gone.
All right.
NCAA, gone. NFL might not be here, but we're adjusting.
Right.
We're adjusting to it.
Right.
And I know throughout the sports world, everybody's been affected. Everybody's been affected. And I just heard that last night I saw a video in which my guy, Marcus Smart, he sent out a PSA to some of the young kids out there. Right. He didn't even see symptoms of Corona. He has it, and he's encouraging young men and women, you got to take this serious. We got to take it serious, and slow down.
Right.
Slow down.
Right.
How have you seen? Have you talked to any of your players that you've been working with?
I haven't spoke to Marcus Smart. I spoke to his agent, and like you said, he didn't have any symptoms. But like as far as as that's somebody that I know, that's one of my best friends. He's a leader to to the Dallas community, DFW area. It's serious, and like I said, what he said was stop being selfish, hanging around with 10 or more people. Just because you don't have it, you may get it from somebody else and things like that. So we gotta take this serious. We have to take a break. We got to do what the the procedures are as far as doing everything the right way, and we'll get through it.
Amen, man. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. It's crazy how it takes someone of a celebrity status
right.
to provide a voice for people to actually listen.
For sure.
And I've been traveling around the Metroplex this week, in the past 2 weeks. I know as basketball trainers, one of the things that we do when the gym is shut down, we got to take it to the blacktop.
Right.
And that's something that I've had to do, and that's something that I see a lot of basketball trainers doing right now. And it just goes to show that the game never stops.
Never stops.
The game never stops.
Never stops.
But while we go ahead, man, we know in the NFL side, Corona has affected the NFL. Shutting down. We got free agency going on. At the same time, even though Corona is present, one of the biggest news items to drop this week was my man Tom Brady leaving New England.
Man, that was shocking. That was definitely shocking. I feel like Tom Brady just want to, he wants to lead the Patriots just to carry on his legacy and say that, I'm the real deal. I need to take my talent somewhere else to show you guys I can still go and lead and take them to the Super Bowl as well. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why he left New England.
And that's huge, man. Talk about loyalty. Man. We look at somebody, and I'm going to be real with you. I'm a Raider fan. Mm-hmm. I will never forget the Tuck rule back in 2001. I'll never forget the Tuck rule because that led New England on to the many championships that they cheated on. But at the same time, Tom is a baller. You got to respect the ballers. 20-year with New England. You look at other 20 years like Ed Reed, of course, rest in peace, Mamba. You look at all the legends that were able to stay in their team for 20 years. And this is going to shake up the NFL. Man. In other news, we see D. Hopkins gone from Texas, Houston. Right. Let him go. He's with Arizona. That's a huge pickup for Arizona. And I'm just thinking to myself, does Bill down in Houston, Bill O'Brien, is he suffering from the corona, man? He ain't thinking, bro. The Hopkins, bro. Hopkins is the number one receiver, hardest worker. Right. How do you let him go in a situation like this?
Man, I have no idea. I think they just, just keeping the NFL interesting, really. So we'll see what happens.
And shaking it up
Man,
big time.
They definitely are.
And, of course, here on the home front, we got to think about Dak Attack.
Yeah.
Pay that man his money.
I think he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. You check the stats, and I think he deserves it. Give that man that money.
Give that man his money. And, of course, we got Cooper.
Yeah.
Amari might be up out of here if they don't pay his money. But apparently there might be he might be signing pretty soon. Like a 4 or 5 year deal for $100 million.
I think they're so close to getting it done, or they probably did get it done. I'm not sure. But I want to see my boy Dez Bryant back on that.
Man, come on. Throw up the X.
Man, throw the X up one time. You got to.
Bring that X back. and I saw that Witten is up out of here. I actually ran into him a couple of weeks ago at Grapevine Fieldhouse. And, man, he's going to Vegas. Going to be a Raider. Going to be a Raider. And also Marcus Mariota of Tennessee. He's going to be a Raider. And that leads me to this is something that irritates me, Ash. Man, workhorses. Right. Workhorses not being rewarded.
Right.
And in Tennessee, they got a workhorse. Derrick Henry. Franchise tag. Pay that man his money. Pay that man his money.
Most definitely.
And you look at a situation like Todd Gurley getting paid last year. Now he's L.A. Let him go. 2 years left. That's why it's so important for these running backs to jump on their money while they can. Right. And in a situation like Corona shutting down everything, this is why athletes demand the money that they demand, because of the fact of livelihood, the livelihood of their family, the livelihood of their vision, the livelihood of their missions, of life. And I want to jump in with you because I know I got a short time with you. Daddy duty, always, number one priority, my man. I just want to jump with you to see, who is Ashton the trainer?
Man, Ashton the trainer, man, it's trainer at the end of it, but at the end of the day, I want to be known as a mentor. Like I tell everybody, I want to be known as a mentor. If I leave this world today, I want to go down as one of the guys that was able to put a big impact on the kids' lives. I want to change as many kids' lives as possible, because when I was growing up, I made some mistakes. I did some things that I wanted to, do over, and I don't want the same thing to happen to the kids that I'm touching today.
Amen. And that's the beauty of the flow with Coach Ray, man, because the premise of the show, we use our life. We use everything a part of our life to be a voice. For sure. Because we have an opportunity as coaches. I remember last year when LeBron spoke out about social issues going on, the young lady, I don't even remember her name, so it's not irrelevant, but she was just like, shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
We're more than just dribblers. We're more than just coaches. We're impact players. We are the glue that holds this nation together. Teachers and coaches are the glue that holds this nation together. We're often underpaid. We don't do it for money.
Right.
We do it for the love. And that's the thing about the Flow with Coach Ray. We are giving back because there are walls built up, walls of frustration, walls of anger for whatever circumstance kids are coming up in. We've been there.
Yeah.
We've been there, and we just want to give back.
Right.
So, man, I love the fact that you're using your platform. You're using your platform to do just that, to create and continue the legacy.
Yes, sir, for sure.
So talk to me about your childhood, man.
Man, my childhood, okay. I've been playing basketball since I was 5 years old. I was really good. I was playing AAU. By the time I got to junior high, I felt like I didn't have to work out no more. I was like, man, I'm good already. You know, I'm a kid. I'm like, I'm good. These other kids out around here, they can't mess with me. You know, one of the kids, he was really good in my junior high as well, and he was one of my best friends. I stopped working out. We used to hang out, and he used to work out on his own. He would never tell me. And one of those kids' names was Avery Bradley that plays for the Lakers today. So that tells you my story right there. I was one of those guys. I have a saying called, while they sleep, we working. I was the guy that would sleep. He was working. So that's why I came up with a saying called, while they sleep, we working. And while they sleep, we working, you know, it's not just for sports. It's for, you know, people that want to be doctors, lawyers. You got to study for this type of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, when you're saying, I want to be a lawyer, and the other guy's saying he wants to be a lawyer, but he's actually putting in the extra work by studying and, you know, doing the extra, while this guy's steady saying, I want to be a lawyer. While they sleep, we working. So
that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, and that it reminds me of the 10,000-hour method.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I know my dude Devin in the lab, 10,000-hour theory, and when you look at that just philosophy, if you want to be great, you got to put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't be the best voice that I can be on the air if I don't practice my craft, if I don't hone in my niche. And with Corona shutting down, we got a lot of folks around. Man, now's the time. Right. Now's the time. Irregardless if you're not able to get into a gym, you're able to pick up that phone. You're able to use YouTube. You're able to go back and look at video to work on your craft. I love the notion that while you guys are sleeping, we working.
Right, for sure, for sure.
So growing up with AB, man, a lot of battles on the court, huh?
Man, was it? I was training him this past summer. We even checked the ball up in the middle of the workout. I said, man, you know what? Let me see if this defense is real. I'm hearing, you know, you're the best defender, on the ball defender in the NBA. Let me see if it's real. Man, he's so competitive. He picked me up like I was James Harden.
I love it.
Man, I couldn't even dribble. I couldn't hesitate. I couldn't do anything. I was like, man, this is unbelievable. Man, that guy, AB, man, he's a competitor. He works extremely hard. I'm super proud of him. Like I said, he's nothing but 6'1.5", 6'2", and he got it done. And at the end of the day, when he was in high school his senior year, he was the #1 player in the country.
I love it.
So
I love it, and it's just a testament. And shout out to AB, man, in Laker land. You know, I'm a Laker by far, through and through, man. I love the fact that he's there, and we needed that. Right. We needed that on-ball defender. Right. And man, I miss the NBA, bro.
Man, me too.
I miss it. I miss it. Now, growing up, you went to Grand Prairie High School?
Yes, sir, I did. I went to Arlington Lamar for my first 3 years, and then I finished off at Grand Prairie High School. The reason why I left Lamar was, you know, it wasn't nothing. It was just me and the coach, we really wasn't on the same terms. So I just took my talent somewhere else and finished up at Grand Prairie High School. I love it. And did you have any offers coming out? I had Stephen F. Austin. I had University of Toledo, Illinois of Chicago. And this one I'm saying is for the kids that's listening today, I didn't take school serious. You know, my dad used to tell me you need to take school serious. He used to wake me up in the morning to go work out. I used to tell him to go without me. You know, again, while they sleep, we working. He used to tell me that same thing, and I didn't want to hear it. Didn't take school serious. Didn't think I needed school. I just wanted to play ball. If you roll the ball out, I wanted to play. But, you know, at the end of the day, you always want to have a backup plan. So for the kids that's listening today, always have a backup plan. School is very, 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 very important. And I'm not just saying that because that's the right thing to say. I really know it, and I've been through it. And I believe it. I love it. I love it. You know, I was talking to my youngest daughter this week. Right. You know, with the schools being shut down, homeschooling is transparent. Right, is going down.
is going down. And shout out to our teachers that have made this adjustment on the fly. You know Coach Ray is in your corner.
Right.
Okay, they made this adjustment in the fly. We're talking about massive shutdown. Now they're required to put a curriculum together to continue the mission of teaching our kids. And I'm explaining to her, she's like, Dad, why do I gotta do this homeschooling? Come on, Dad. I says, baby girl, you just gotta play the game.
Right.
Okay, you have to play the game. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. You're already a good student. So you're chilling at the house. Come on, man. Yeah. Just play the game because, hey, that's what we're required to do. And as a student, you always want to make sure that your mind is continuing to grow.
For sure.
Continuing to grow. And all you're learning how to do is make adjustments. You know, it's funny that we're doing this social distancing. That's what it's called, social distancing. And I read a meme because I'm prior Navy. You know, I've been working, the Navy prepared me for this. If you can survive 30 days on the water, away from society, away from everything, this right here is nothing. Nothing. So it's just the mental. And that's what we want to challenge our kids on today, you know. Be able to make the mental adjustments.
For sure.
And that's one thing that I take from you pertaining to your high school experience.
Yes, sir.
You know, and you pointed out that Dad would come wake you up, you know, and encourage you. Talk to me about the importance of having Dad in your life.
Man, that's big. A lot of kids, including myself, you know, those that had their dads in their life, he would tell you everything because he's been through it, you know, and just being a kid, you're like, Dad, you're older, you're an old guy, you don't know what you're talking about. But at the end of the day, I'm going to become older, and my sons are going to tell me the same thing, and it's just going to be the whole same thing all over again. I can just see it, but you want to listen to your fathers because they've been through it, and they're trying to tell you, so it's good to have a father in your life, and, you know, a lot of people don't have their father figure, so be appreciative.
And that's so well put, man, because and very well said, because, you know, moms, shout out to all the moms, holding it down, doing the double duty, okay? We believe in you moms, but my call is to the fathers, man. Us as fathers, we're leaders.
Right.
And our kids, there's something about being taught by your dad that you remember that lesson. You remember the value, you know, because as men, we never want to see history repeated itself, especially if a history of fallacy, you know, and mistakes and calamity. We always want to make sure that our kids have something different than what we had. You know, they're going to go through life. And it's very important that we're there. And the beautiful thing that we get to do, Ash, for those that don't have that father figure in their house, in their life, we get to fill that void, man.
For sure.
Because I know for a fact that I would not be sitting here with you. I would not be sitting here with you if it weren't for my coaches, if it weren't for the teachers, the male teachers that God used to fill that void, man.
Right.
Speak on that.
Man, so like I said, I deal with a lot of single parents as far as just, you know, they have just a mother in their household. So like you said, it's my job to be able to take, not necessarily saying I'm their father now, just, you know, take that male role into these younger kids' lives and just telling them basically the same thing my dad was telling me as I was growing up. And like I said, I learned a lot. As I got older, I learned a lot and understood everything that my dad was saying. And I just relayed a message to the kids that I train and mentor today.
I love it. For those that are tuning in right now, it's your favorite crazy coach, Coach Ray, on the flow with Coach Ray, heard only on FishBowl Radio Network. We're live here at Globe Life Park, home of the Dallas Renegades XFL team. And guess what? They ain't here. Corona, gone. But we're praying for them. Former home of the Rangers. Guess what? Postponed. They ain't here either. We all making these adjustments. And while we make these adjustments, I'm going to go pay the bills right quick. Here's my guy, Tadashi, with Splash 2 on the flow with Coach Ray. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Round 2. Hey. Let me talk. Let go. Young slick, I slide down. You can tell that they hating. I gave them 5, no slime. Told my ex she too late. If you looking for that splash, this how you make it. Moving in faith, stay on my face. Running the state, move out the way. Yeah. It's a difference in flows, intervals. Pick up the ball, pivotal. Dropping the bomb, critical. Making it splash, literal. The bigger the crop, the bigger the op. The enemy sending me shots. I'm just a job.
I love having
But I'm through with it. Ran from the law like a fugitive. Life can get old, I ain't new to this. Walking my faith, but I open it. Give me 5 stars. I've been through some battles. You see my scars. Got an X on my back, but it's just a cross. I can't brag cause he did it with no glasses, seeing different. Ain't no actor scenes different. Going down like it's payday. I cheat yelling Mayday. Crash and burn, live and learn. Sometimes it's screwed up like these great tapes.
I'm too lit. Watch me hop up out the grave. Yeah, they too scared to swim while we making waves. Ooh, I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Hey, I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Necessary, everything is necessary. Legendary, my click on that legendary. Yeah, I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Hey, watch me make a splash. I can make a splash. Hit 'em with a splash. Just a bit, just a dash. I know that they mad, but now I'm in my bag. Yeah, I know what they want. I know what they need. I don't have no change. I let freedom ring. I just talk to God. I just let him be. I just bring the wave. Water get it in. I know this with the splash. Call from P. Gotta split the C. Got just sit the place up straight. I can't do no snakes, no. Now they got me going Django. Beat the blow, back to the like C4. Watch me hop up out the grave. Yeah, they too scared to swim while we making waves. I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Hey, I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Used to run and dance with the pants on. If I crash, moving fast, will I come and land? No, they got me keeping the grand low. Never believe in the cash flow. I'm in the field in Houston, me and the dash. She covers the Astros. I spent some nights up in that batting cage, and I ain't
Man,
going
thanks for
back
everything
another
you do, bro.
page. No way, tell 'em we not
Big time.
afraid. Making a splash, minute made, yo. Get you a trophy, will live forever. This the golden age. Hey, splash, yeah. Feel. Watch me hop up out the grave. Yeah, they too scared to swim.
Say it again.
I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Hey, I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Necessary, everything and everything. Legendary, my click on that legendary. Yeah, I just made a splash. I just made a splash. Ooh, watch me make a splash. I can make a splash. Oh, hell, if they don't like it, I might turn up by myself. I don't need opinion, no, I did this for myself. I just remembered I'm dope. I just remembered I'm fly, yeah. They tryna say be humble. Don't you know I'm made like God, yeah. All in my blood type. I was up straight for 100 nights. Think done, tryna get it done right. Compare myself down, never had, but believe in myself now, I'm never get, yeah. Death to my depression and anxiety. Death to all my stress and what I'm trying to be. I'ma get live, cause I'm still alive. And if I ain't die, ain't no way I'm giving up. I ain't done. Just came out of the winter. Just came out like a winner. Had a breakdown, could've stayed down, figure. Rather die trying than to live like quitter. Ooh, yeah, my problem big, but I know God way bigger. What you expect once you level up? Don't you know the boss is bigger? Yeah, used to spend a lot of time daring myself. Then I spent a lot of time comparing myself. Turning to the doubt, then the fear of myself. Overthinking to the point I wasn't pairing myself. Now I know why Chappelle went missing. Now I know why Brick got the Clippers. Now I know why Ye started tripping. The pressure and the expectation get ya. Oh, hell, if they don't like it, I might turn up by myself. I don't need opinion, no, I did this
like you can change. I know you think it'll always be the same. I wanna be full of potential again. But I ain't done.
My man Andy Mineo reminding us that we're not done here on the flow with Coach Ray. It's your favorite crazy coach, 1:30 in the afternoon, Friday, March 20th. Is today the 20th? My days are getting so conflicted with Corona, shutting everything down. Everybody and their mama inside the house, isolated, quarantined. I hope you self-isolating yourself, okay, because you got to take it serious. We have to. Although it's here, hey, we're going to overcome it. We're going to adjust to it, and we're going to show why we are overcomers as people. It's your favorite crazy coach. I get the opportunity of doing life with my man, Ashton, the trainer. He's been telling us about his story, telling about his platform. And I also got to give a huge shout out to my guy, Terry from Dallas Global Media. And, man, this guy is trailblazing across the Metroplex, doing everything he can to help and to serve. So I'm excited to see and be a part of everything that he has going on and just see young men using their purpose and serving those around them. Now, Ash, man, before the break happened, we talked about high school. Mm-hmm. We talked about the importance of that education.
Right.
And you had offers. Right. You had offers coming out of Grand Prairie High School. And what happened with those, bro?
Man, like I said, back to taking school serious. I was one of those guys that didn't take school serious. Wasn't doing, the SAT. I didn't do it on time when I was supposed to do it. It's just at the end of the day, it was just all about grades and, not doing what I was supposed to do in school. So. And
man, as a result, because a lot of kids think that I was one of them.
Right.
Man, I got my grades, but I need a full ride.
Right,
I got to have a
right.
full ride. If it ain't a D1 school that is looking at me, I'm nothing.
Right.
I'm nothing. But you took a different route.
Right. And I took my different route. I went to Mountain View College in Dallas under Coach Phillips. Coach Phillips is a wonderful man. I call him my second dad. He coached a lot of players as far as LeBron Nash at Lincoln, Tony Mitchell. He just coached a lot of guys. And like I said, he gave me the opportunity. He loved me. He wanted me to come. And he felt like it was a steal. He said it was a steal to get me to come there. And I appreciate him so much because he taught me a lot. He taught me so much about life and so much that I was supposed to, do in life and things like that.
And man, shout out to Coach Phillips because, man, it's not often do you get a gem.
Right.
He wasn't lying. Look, he ain't lying. As Coming to America would say, he wasn't lying. He got a jewel in you, bro.
Right.
Because of your basketball IQ, your work ethic is second to none. When we sleep, you working.
Right, for sure. While they sleep, we working. Also, Tim Martin went to Mountain View College as well, one of a known basketball trainer out of the DFW Metroplex, also around the world. He went there as well. So me and Coach Tim Martin, we have something in common by going to the same school as well.
Small world.
Yeah.
Small world. Old Timmy T. I see you, man. I see you, Tim. I love his story, and ironically, you bring him up. For Tim, sure. This is my PSA. Coach Ray is going to come find you, man. I know you busy jet setting and globe trotting, serving the world, but I got to snatch you up on the floor with Coach Ray. I'm waiting for that show. I'm waiting for it. Sure. But, man, you speak value to JUCO. Mm-hmm. JUCO. My kids that are graduating, my kids that had their senior season just snatched right from under them. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't knock the opportunity to play JUCO ball.
For sure.
Because we look at, what's my guy, Robinson?
Right.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
D3. Mm-hmm. He's in the league now. If you can ball, you'll get that call. That's what primetime say, right?
For sure. For sure. And, everybody has a different route. Everybody has a different route to their success. So, JUCO, is nothing wrong with that. It's a bit, you got to start somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And go from there. Like Jimmy Butler, he went the JUCO route. Jay Crowder went the JUCO route. Several other guys that's in the NBA went the JUCO route. So do not give up on your dreams. Keep pushing through. And as far as me, at the time, I didn't take it serious. And at the end of the day, I want to be that guy that, relay the messages to the youth.
Hey, spoken like the true champ that you are, bro. Now, you work with correct me if I'm wrong, you work with one of the up-and-coming ball players, seniors from Grand Prairie High School.
Yes, sir.
My man, Posey.
Yes, sir. Yes,
one
sir.
of one.
Yes, sir. Man, that's my guy right there. Posey, man. It was actually his 7th grade year in junior high. He was 7th grade. He played against my cousin, Cade Cunningham. When I seen him play against each other, I was like, man, this kid has some talent. He has some talent. He just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So as soon as the game was over with, I went to talk to him. I said, yo, look, take my number down. I'm finna take you under my wing. I'm finna mentor you. I'm finna train you. We finna get this thing rolling. He had talent. It was just it took a long time for people to realize that how good he was. So he had his senior year, he's one of the best players.
One of
today.
the best. Oh, yeah.
To come out of Grand Prairie High School, he's definitely one of the best players to come out of Grand Prairie High School. I am super proud of him. I love him to death, and I'll do anything for that kid.
And I love it because, we get a lot of this. This market is saturated.
Right.
This market is saturated with quote-unquote trainers.
Right.
But true development comes from commitment, comes from loyalty, comes from sticking with the person that believes in you.
Right.
And that's one thing that Mr. Posey has done. Speak on that, because I know you had to have numerous breakthroughs happen for him to continue the process.
Man, Posey, he's so unselfish. He's so unselfish on the court. I used to tell him, man, look, you gotta be more aggressive. And it took him a while to become aggressive. He actually started figuring it out this past summer of AAU. Once he got that, man, the sky was the limit for this kid. And he will be attending SFA, Stephen F. Austin. He's one of the guys that can sneak up and go to the NBA.
Bro, he's going to be a lumberjack.
Man, I think he has a serious chance.
And I love it. I love it. Shout out to the Lumberjack Nation, because you got your diamond.
Yeah.
He's coming. And we saw them upset Duke. Hey, ball, that's what's so beautiful. I get excited.
Right.
About the game. It don't matter where you come from.
It doesn't.
If you can ball, you can ball.
It doesn't. You're right. You're definitely right.
And man, so after JUCO, where'd you find yourself navigating towards?
Man, so I kept getting injuries, from ankle injuries, knee injuries, and I just started losing the passion for myself as far as playing basketball. So I was just say, you know what? I know what to do. I know how to, how to jump, how to get your bounce up, and how to get a perfect jumper and ball handling and things like that. Let me go ahead. Since I'm wasting time as far as with my basketball career, let me go ahead and, get my knowledge off to the youth and explain to them. So I started getting into training. I had Instagram. I posted every video of me training somebody. Posted on my Instagram. I had my phone number on the Instagram as well. I started getting phone calls from Ray Allen, Dez Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal, Mo Williams. My phone was just blowing up. And they was like, man, I'm loving what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Let me help you out and things like that. So Mo Williams also invited me to his gym that he had in Irving. Draymond Green was there, Jeremy Lin, Monte Ellis. He had several players, Marion Moutier. And he just basically put me out there and said, look, let me see what you got. Train these guys. Let me see what you got. And after that, I just took off from there.
I love it. I love it, man. So you were hungry.
Yes, sir.
You were hungry. I love, folks, if you're listening, man, this is how you overcome. We got Corona coming on, going around, and a lot of people are frustrated, thinking that they don't have an opportunity. But when adversity comes, you heard it here from Ashton himself. He stopped having the love to play the game himself because of injuries. That mental midget, man, that's what I learned that from Ashley Robinson.
Right.
When she came on the first season, she shared with me very important knowledge from legendary coach, rest in peace, Pat Summitt, about how when she got injured, that Coach Summitt warned her about that mental midget, which we like to call the enemy, the devil. But you can't say that on a public platform. She told me, she shared, you got to watch out for that mental midget.
Right.
That mental midget will come try to steal, kill, and destroy any hope, any ambition that you have. Wow. And we both are victims of that, but at the same time, when the mental midget presented himself to you, you look for a way to give back.
Right.
And for my folks that have been there before, what good is it for you to sit up on that hill, fat, full, with all the knowledge that you got, and you see younger men and women struggling? That knowledge that you have it's for the purpose of giving back.
Right.
And you found the opportunity to give back. My man was hungry, trained, put his digits on Instagram, and look at God.
Yeah.
God shows up and shows out.
For sure.
And now what's on the plate for Ashton the trainer?
Man, I'm starting to, I'm a head coach. I just recently got a job at STEM Academy.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Pastor Goins is there. It's known as the Konya Church. I'm off of Green Oaks and 360 in Arlington. I'm very excited for that opportunity. Like I said, I coached in the JBA, which is LeVar Ball League that he had 2 summers ago. I was assistant coach there. I was assistant coach for Mountain View Girls College basketball team. I was assistant coach for Drive Nation, one of the top 5 8th grade teams in the nation. And one of my checklists that I had on my list was to be a head coach. I'm not saying I know how to coach. I know how to train. Now I'm learning how to be a head coach. So
I love it.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I wanted to do. So, if you want to play for me, you know who to holler at.
Come on, man. STEM Academy. Right here in Arlington, right?
Yes, sir.
Off
Yes,
of
sir.
Green Oaks. Yeah, we recruiting. Hey, I'm putting it out there. You want to learn from one of the best? You want to grow your game? Hey, STEM Academy,
Yes, sir.
Arlington.
Yes, sir.
Head coach.
Yes, sir.
My man. My man. And look, anything I can do, I'm here.
Perfect. I
Across the
appreciate
board.
that. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
one thing I got to warn you about, though, be ready to deal with the parents.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Be ready to deal with the parents. Parents, you got you a winner here. Okay? Don't come with no shoo-shoo. Don't come with no nonsense. We just trying to grow and develop ballers because that equates to successful society members. That equates to leaders growing and giving back because, hey, it's a domino effect.
Right.
That's what we're talking about, and that's what we want, man. So, dude, I know you got to get up out of here, daddy duty.
Yes, sir.
Got to take the boys to the doctor. I ain't putting your business out there, but, hey, man, I got to get you back. Got to get you back on here,
Sure.
man.
I'm would definitely love to come back.
So before you get up out of here, man, tell how can we get in contact with you? I know I got your flyer on or your logo on the screen. People can see that.
Yes, sir.
But I'm putting the ball on your court.
Okay. You can follow me on Ashton the Trainer on Instagram, ASHTONDA Trainer. And I'm also putting my number out there because this is how serious I am. I want to train the underrated players. I don't want to train the guys that's ranked in the country because those are the type of guys that feel like they know it all. I want to train the guys that's hungry. So I'm going to put my number out there. I don't have a problem with that. It's
Go
on
ahead.
Instagram. My number is 224-401-3335. Again, like Mike Jones
There it
said,
is.
224-401-3335.
I love it. That's my guy, Ashton the Trainer, man. He's amazing talent in and around the DFW Metroplex, but also global, man. And Ashton, man, I love you, bro. I love you. Can't believe you're 10 years younger than me, man. You're making me feel like the vet. You really do. But I love to see my brothers successfully navigating this thing called LIFE.
Yes, sir.
And Big T, my man, Dallas Global. Hey, man, continue to press the status quo, defeat it, use everything you can to be that light that you are, man, because I look forward to seeing great things come from Dallas Global Media Group as well, man. So it's your favorite crazy coach. I'm going to pay the bills right quick. I got to make sure my folks are good. Make sure you don't go anywhere, even though Corona is popping off. We're going to do like my man JR says. We're going to trust in you. We're going to trust in God to get through everything that we're going. Make sure you don't go anywhere. On the flow with Coach Ray.